Hey guys, it's Jessica, and today we are going to look at my original Sephora orders, the first few that I ever placed back like, I think 4 or 5 years ago when I first started my channel, and I'm just excited. So that Taylor here on YouTube is the one, as far as I know, that started this, so I will link her channel and her video below, and then a bunch of other YouTubers I follow also have done it, so I thought that was fun, and I would just hop on the bandwagon and do it too, because frankly, I loved watching them, and I figure you might be interested too. So we're just gonna talk about what I ordered and talk about, do I still use it? Do I still own it? Be pretty old, but for some of them I was looking through and I'm like, so the farthest back it will let me go, so I think this was my first Sephora purchase, was November of 2013, and I started my channel in April of 2013. So, is that right? Yeah. So I'd already started my channel at this point, and I had no money. I had to have been. I was living at home with my parents, and I was in college trying to become a teacher, and yeah, so every little bit of money I got, I was helping like nanny for a family and doing things like that. I saved what I could, but then, you know, every once in a while I would buy makeup. But it was usually drugstore. So these were my first forays into high-end makeup, and it's so exciting to look at. So first thing I see here is the Urban Decay Naked Basics palette. That's surprising that was, so I must have bought that before I ever bought the Naked palette. No, but I remember buying the Naked palette at Ulta. And I remember sitting in the like parking lot, swatching it and being so excited that I finally owned it. So, and I don't remember if that was before or after this. I bet it was before. Either way, so that is so crazy. And what's actually kind of sad is I recently decluttered it because I just didn't really use it. And I guess now it's like 5 years old. But I really didn't use it very much. And back then, I don't even know that I really used it a lot back then because I felt like it was, you know, the first 3 or 4 shades were very like kind of boring. And then you finally had like that brown and the black. I don't know. That's so interesting that was, they don't even sell it anymore. That's sad. So I'm seeing 1, 2, 3 cleansing oils I've placed 3 different orders for in 2014. So the next orders were in 2014, April. And the first one I ordered was the Shiseido Ultimate Cleansing Oil. And it was 26 bucks. And I remembered not liking this. I don't know why I was on such a hunt for cleansing oils. And I do really like them. I use them today. I use those or cleansing balms. But it's funny that I was like willing to spend my money in that way. Like I was needing to know the best cleansing oil. But I remembered not really liking that one very much. And so then I bought the Boscia Makeup Breakup Cooling, you know, cleansing oil. It doesn't say that, but anyway, that they still sell, and it was $32. No, the smaller size is 10. Anyway, I remembered not liking that one very much, and so many people had talked very highly about it. So then I bought the Josie Maran Argan Cleansing Oil for $32, and I loved that one. So I finally found the one, but it's just funny to see those. I completely forgot that I went through that phase where I was like on the ultimate hunt for cleansing oil. So I also bought in April of 2014 the Beauty Blender Cleanser Solid. I think I still have this. And it's like, maybe I bought another one, but I think I still have the container it was in. So I bought it because I think I owned one beauty blender and I took really good care of it. And I remember I was like, I watched videos on how to clean it, and I was trying like Dove soap, and I felt like I couldn't get it as clean as it was when I first got it. So I remembered finally buying this and being like through gritted teeth because I was like, this is so expensive for a freaking thing of soap. So I remember buying it and trying it, and I was like, it worked. I mean, it was fine, but it was really not that much better than the Dove soap. I think it was maybe slightly better, but so I remember being kind of disappointed. But I think I still have the container from that, and I've gotten a refill of the actual soap. And again, I don't really use it that often, but I do use it from time to time. I think that the Blender Cleanser Liquid is better. And I do have that, and I have repurchased that, and I only use it for my sponges. And really, I use like the L'Oreal one, but that cleanser is my favorite for that. I also purchased, this is also April of 2014. I bought a lot. I must have like, maybe I got my taxes back or something. This is April, right? It's possible. It's the Brow Wiz from Anastasia. It's $21. I got it in medium brown. I think back then it was called medium ash. And I love it. I've bought that again, actually. But again, now I've learned that they're drugstore dupes, but it was one of those products that was so highly rated by everyone that I was like, I feel like I have to try it. You know what I mean? So I remember buying it and being like, this is my Anastasia brow. Like, it was very exciting, and it is. But I definitely used it up, and I remember being disappointed by how fast I blew through that thing. But that was one of my first real forays into doing anything to my brows. And it's funny because I look back, it kind of makes my heart like melt and die a little bit. But Tyler on his Mac has like his screensaver is pictures of us from all of our travels from years ago too. And so every once in a while we'll see pictures of us like at Disney, because we go to Disney all the time, but like our first trips to Disney together. And I'll look at my brows and I'm like, oh my gosh, if I can find a picture, I'll put one up right now on the screen. But I'm like, oh, Jessie, you're like natural, normal brows. Like, not that mine are that different now, but they're, you know, I shade them in so they match my hair a little bit better. And I shape them a little bit, like I pluck a little bit. But it's sweet to see, because I'm like, oh, Jessica's untainted brows. Like, it just makes my heart happy. I don't know. Anyone else feel that way? Like, I don't like going out without my brows done. So now I'm like screwed up for life, because now I know. But back then it's like, I had no idea. Life was it was a simpler time back before I did my brows. It really was. Next thing I bought, and I've already repurchased this, is the Bare Minerals Well Rested Mineral Concealer. It's 20 bucks. I just repurchased it, and I was actually a little bit disappointed because I'd had that one for so long. I finally got rid of it because I was like, this is old. But I realized it really is too yellow for my skin tone. Like, it's so brightening and so light that it just looks so fake. It's too much. It's too much. So I kind of regret buying it again now. Having tried it again, I'm like, it's too much. But boy, I loved that stuff. And Emily Noel loves it, and that's why I bought it. I remember this purchase. Also in April. This is like 3 different purchases in April of 2014. It's the Hourglass Ambient Lighting Powder in Diffused Light. I remember so many people saying that they loved that for setting the under eye, or maybe they used it all over. I think they were saying for setting the under eye, and I was still new to that. And so I was, you know, dipping my toe. It was $46. So that was a big purchase for me for that. And I bought it. It's a soft, warm, pale yellow powder. I ended up eventually, do I still have that? I might still have it, actually. No, I don't. And actually, I think I ended up getting rid of that, and I ended up buying Dim Light eventually. But that one, I realized the more I used it, it was a little dark. It was like, it would make my skin look a little bit dark. But I remember, like, that was my first Hourglass purchase, and it was a big deal to me. So then I go on in September 2014 to buy the Buxom Full On Plumping Lip in White Russian, because that was the one you bought. I mean, you just had to. Love it. I still love Buxom products. I still buy their lip glosses. I was actually wearing, I don't remember the shade name, maybe Dolly, but I was wearing that just the other day to church. So, and then the Nars Lip Gloss in Turkish Delight, 26 bucks, bought that one same day. I was on a roll buying all the holy grails. So yeah, the Nars Lip Gloss in Turkish Delight and the Buxom White Russian were like the 2 lip glosses to own. And they were like the same shade, maybe slightly different. But that Nars lip gloss, I ended up getting rid of it. It was far too light pink for me. And it wasn't really a great gloss, honestly. Looking back, I think I probably said it was. But I think I was more clouded by like, I just spent all this money. I better freaking like it. You know what I mean? Oh. This one. This is the Tarte Amazonian Clay 12-Hour Foundation. I hated this foundation. This I bought in store. I'm seeing now that actually those things I bought in store, and it's just on my account. It's $39 for this Tarte foundation, and they still sell it, and some of you guys love it, I know. But it made my skin like, it just like, I had dry patches here, and it just like emphasized them. It was like the worst foundation I've ever used on dry skin ever. It was so bad on my skin. I think I ended up returning that, actually. I was very unimpressed. I think it's a much higher coverage, so keep that in mind, and I quickly learned that that's just not what I really like. So let's finish out the year 2014. I bought the Bare Minerals Original Mineral Foundation. I got it in Light 08. Do I still have that? I do not still have that. And I don't really remember owning, like, I think I vaguely remember owning it, but I don't feel like I really used it. And that's something I would love to use more often. Like, maybe I will get it again. I know that the people I've seen that wear it in person, their skin looks amazing. So I'm like, maybe I should try it again and like do it right. You know what I mean? And like really shade match it correctly, because I feel like it's the kind of a look I would like. And Bare Minerals, they really don't look like powders. That's what's so amazing about their mineral line. It doesn't look powdery on the skin. Okay, one last thing, just because I have to talk about it. I bought, this is at the beginning of 2015, I bought the YSL Glossy Stain Lip Color in the shade 19. It was $36, my very first YSL purchase. And I have not purchased very much from them, generally. But that was my very first one. And I remember being like when it came in the mail, I was like, oh my gosh, like I was so excited. And I love that feel of excitement, because I would watch all those YouTube videos of like people showing their collections, and they'd be like, and here are all of my YSL products, and they'd have like 10 of like all the different kinds of lip products, YSL, and the packaging is so beautiful. So I was so excited to buy this, and I remember getting it, putting it on, and being like, this is not what I expected. I remember being so disappointed. So it was kind of one of those things. I ended up keeping it, and I used it as much as I could, and eventually it just got too old and I got rid of it. But I remember being quite disappointed. I was like, it's nice, it's not, but it wasn't what I expected it to be. Yeah, anyway. So that's all we'll talk about today. I could go on for a very long time, but I figure I gotta cut it off at some point. But if you enjoyed, let me know by giving it a thumbs up. If you have any fun video ideas that you'd like to see me try, let me know down below. I read through them. I read through my comments. I add them to my like growing list of things, video ideas and filming ideas I've got, or that you guys have. So let me know. And other than that, I hope that you'll subscribe before you leave, and I'll see you guys in my next video.